right, let's see where we're going to go here. These are good friends at lunch. Got a whole line here. Of course, you've been following us here at Mud Rage. You know that we've been sharing a lot of these. And looks we have some more coming, so stay tuned. All right. Whoops, upside down. Sorry about that, guys. We're still running around the shop. And you've heard me talk about this organization a lot. It's National Automotive Service Task Force. And this is their mission: identify and resolve gaps in service, tooling, and training information. What that basically means, guys, is that this organization is the go-between between us and the OEs. You know, a lot of the things that you have access to as a tech or a shop owner through the OE, whether it's the tool, the service information, even some of the stuff that you can access in your aftermarket service information. If it wasn't for organizations like this, then you wouldn't be able to do that. So I want you to do me a favor: go right here to nastif.org and join. Doesn't cost anything, but add your voice. That way they have a little more bargaining power when they do have to go to the OEs and fight for your right to the information. So keep those guys in mind. Our guys at Aircept, here we go, Ms. Petamax, Peter Cole at Aircept. Why not? It's a great AC-related company. Make a lot of great products. I love these. This has been out for quite a while.
Right
but
here,
these splices make repairing lines a lot easier. Like this one, I love this one here.
Yeah.
Many times.
I mean, these things are burst tested.
Grand Caravans were rusted out,
so they can handle much
line,
more than you need. But
repair the lines, have to replace the whole thing.
The licensing required to
inject the oil dye the right way.
Fuel or brakes.
See what's going on in the refrigerant. Thanks, our buddy Scott Brown did a video on that.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, some great stuff. So if they want to find out more about, you got to make sure you check out the filter guard, charge guard products that they have. If you're doing any hybrid work,
and, we do all sorts of
you want to avoid oil contamination. You want to keep the sealant out. These are the guys to see, Aircept. And what's the website?
A little different.
www.aircept.com.
Are awesome. All right, you guys have the rest of the show. Let's see you around later, Peter. All right, let's see. Who do we want to go to next? We're not going to hit everybody. I'm not sure how much battery advance time I got. But we'll just take a quick walk. See? All right. So, of course, we have Napa in the house. O'Reilly's in the house. Somebody else is getting a little video done. Keep on going. Advance. You know, Advance is, a lot of these companies are more than just parts houses. You know, they have professional assistants. And there's our girl, Susan. Hey, Susan.
How are you?
We're giving our readers a tour.
Oh, all right.
I figured we have to stop by and see our friends at Advance. You know,
Hello,
say hello. You know, if you don't know, Advance is not just Advance. If you have benefited from CarQuest Technical Institute, WorldPack training, they're all part of the same family. And in fact, they have a big event coming up in a few weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks in Orlando. So if you want more information on that, you have to reach out to Advance, because that's something that's special for their customers. And you don't want to miss out. If you're using WorldPack in Advance and you haven't heard about this program, you better ask your rep, okay? All right, so you guys have a great show. We're going to continue our tour. See you around. All right. Again, Napa's the same way. Napa, big company. I don't think there's a town where there isn't a Napa parts store. But again, there are more than just parts. They also provide training resources and other resources to help you in your shop. So we'll just kind of tool around here. See, they have a big group. So a little quiet right now on the show floor because it's in between classes here. That's another great reason we got to do this, because this way we can catch it in relatively uninterrupted. Right. Here's a place that we want to make sure I hit. These are my good friends, Automotive Test Solutions, and the man, Bernie Thompson.
How you doing, Pete?
Hey, Bernie's been such a tremendous help to us at the magazine. He's contributed for us. He's provided support for us. And he does so because, just like a lot of the people who write for us, he has a true heart for helping the technicians in the industry. And one way he does that is this fantastic line of diagnostic tools and equipment. And this is just a small sampling. See if we can highlight some of the good stuff. I'm going to start over on this side and see what he's got.
Thank you, Pete.
We'll come back to you later. You want to take us for a tour?
What's that?
You want to take him for a tour?
Sure.
All right, well, let the man himself
So
speak
when you
for
come
it.
over here, we can look at our new gas analyzer. This is the gas analyzer. So, you know, I'm getting older, obviously. Hate to talk about my age, but, you know, we had a panel on our old gas analyzers that's just LEDs. And it sits over on, you know, the bench in the shop, and it runs all the time. And you put the probe in to get a quick reading. I got some trim errors, and I'm trying to make sure the trims are real. So I'm squinting at these things, and then I thought, man, there's a better way to do this. So what I did now is we make the panel come off, and then I can go sit in the car and I can look at the panel and work the data from the car seat.
Wow.
So that's one of the new ones. And the gas analyzer is pretty revolutionary. There's 2 IR cells in it. So all the rest of the benches have 1. But we can read up to 40,000 parts per million 8C accurately, down to just several parts per million accurately. One of the cells is really small and one is a full-size cell. So you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Now you might ask, why do you need 40,000 parts per million? Because if you're diagging a no start, you can diag it with a scan tool, or with
the 5 gas, right?
gas.
Yeah.
So I put the probe in the 5 gas, we crank it over, and if you have 25,000 parts per million, you don't have a spark. So right now I know I need to go look for spark. But if your gas analyzer only goes to 9999 and it tops out, you can't tell how much gas you have.
Yeah.
And if you had a gas analyzer and you had 5,000 parts per million coming out during cranking, you would think that that's enough fuel, but it's not. That tells me I don't have enough fuel to spark. You need 25,000 parts per million to start the
Great
engine.
point. Great point.
So you really need a full-scale analyzer, and that's what we built here. It's a new unit that we've got.
Yeah. And what's cool, kind of, is, you know, for a lot of us old timers, we're used to the 5 gas, but a lot of the younger techs are not as familiar with it. There's a lot of great diag information in using that tool.
Well, you know, everyone tells me I don't live in an emission state. But guys, let's be realistic. 5 gas analyzers were built in the 50s, and no one cared about our air in the 50s. But they still made a gas analyzer because it's a wonderful diagnostic tool. And there's a lot of data to be learned in how to use one. They're very effective, and it's a great tool. And every shop needs a 5 gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very helpful.
But guys, I'm going to tell you something else that's a great diagnostic tool, and that's the E-scan. I know they made some changes here in the E-scan as well.
This is also a new tool. So now the scan tool comes with the tablet, and it's all set. Now I can just run out. I can just run out and just take my scan tool, plug it into the car. My tablet's right there. When I'm done, I can dock it. It makes it real easy to run out and just get quick data, clear a code, go for a test drive, get the data I need, so when I get back, I know what tests I'm going to run.
Yeah, and that's the beauty part about the E-scan, because I'm going to see if I can zoom in on that. And that's something that Bernie's put in there. It's his sharpshooter tab. And there's a lot of tests that actually replicate what the computer's doing as well. So you don't have to figure it out. Bernie's already done that for you in the tool.
Yeah, the tool has a lot of help. I mean, it's very helpful. You can literally drive around the block with this tool for drivability, engine style problems, and get a real good gauge of what's wrong with the car before you return to your bay. You know, if you're on your test drive and you don't know what you're going to test, you better keep driving the car, because if you come back and you just start running random tests, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah.
You need to know what you're going to test. What's wrong with the car? What am I looking for? That's what this tool helps with.
Yeah. And another great innovation that they made was their Bullseye leak detection system. I think Bernie, correct me if I'm wrong, originally took this on to help with the evap problem. But it turns out that any kind of leaks that tech might be looking for, from evap, air conditioning, combustion chamber, exhaust.
It's very helpful. I mean, it does so many things that a shop is looking for. So basically, any sealed system. If you got an oil leak and you don't want to steam clean the car and get water in the connectors, you can simply put this into the crankcase and go around with the probe, and you can find where your leak for oil is coming from.
No.
You know, you can find combustion gas, head gasket leaks that are very, very minute will be found. Air conditioning leaks are easy to find with this. You know, sometimes those are really tough. And evap leaks, they can eat a tech alive.
Yeah.
And those two systems are quite easy. In fact, it works so good that now this is an approved GM tool, because GM knows it's going to help them out on their warranty work.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and this, of course, I mean, if you're a scope guy, Bernie is the developer of the Automotive Test Solutions e-scope. And another great feature again of the tool is the help that it provides in certain testing situations. So that you don't have to be a master. A lot of the master stuff has been already put into the tool for you, because Bernie and his buddy Neil are absolutely masters when it comes to automotive. And that's probably the one that I'm glad he picked that up.
So this is the compression, in-cylinder compression waveform, and you can see where we're coming up high at the 360 point on the exhaust stroke, which would be indicating that I have an exhaust leak. And you can see right here, it's telling you there's a scavenge problem. Sort of like the scan tool, it will help you diagnose the car.
Yeah.
We got algorithms running to help you. So let me take that leak out. So this is what the waveform should look like. And you can see my light's off. I'm going to start to get a leak. Now we came up in a peak, and it's telling you we have a problem. So this software is going to help you diagnose the car for mechanical problems.
And guys, if you don't know it or not, you see a lot about in-cylinder pressure testing, have now for the last few years. This is the guy that made that all happen. You know, if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have that test in your arsenal now. So if you really want to know what's going on and how to read it, who better to ask than the man who started it all? And of course, he shared that with us in the magazine. You can go to the motorage.com website and look up all the articles he's done for us. But like I said, the beauty of this tool, you don't have to be a master of the pattern. A lot of that information is built into the tool to help you, as Bernie said, isolate, diagnose problems, get that car.
And the other thing is if you have a pattern that you're questioning, you can call the 1-800 helpline, and you'll be assisted using the scope and understanding what the waveform is telling you.
Awesome.
That's with any of our equipment.
And of course, the website is?
AutomotiveTestSolutions.com.
All right, Bernie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Pete.
All right, a lot of flipping and flopping here as we stop and talk among the businesses here and on exhibit, like the folks at Shopware. And I think these ladies can probably tell us all about it. Got your 30-second elevator speech for the Motor Age audience on social media. So tell us all about Shopware, what they can do.
So Shopware is a shop management software that helps your shop save time and shop owners to manage their shops faster, more efficiently, and all in their screen. So they can go on vacation and control the productivity of their shop.
Oh, very good. And if they want to find out more, where do they go? Right here? GetShopware.com?
GetShopware.com.
There you go. There you see it.
And right
Remember?
now, we're taking your team to SEMA if you book a demo with us.
Oh, all right.
So all expenses.
Enter for your chance to win.
You heard that. You heard that, guys. So take advantage of that. Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank
I'll
you,
have the rest of your show.
Thanks, Pete.
See you. AE Tools is another great supplier of diagnostic tools for the industry. We're just going to kind of scan through here and see they're all busy, as they should be. Just give you a feel for some of the great stuff that's out here. Key programming. Everything you can need available at AE Tools. And of course, that's aetools.com for more information. All right? So let's tool around and see what else is happening. Who else do we want to make sure we see? Like I said, we're not going to take stop at everyone here today. Right. Here we got the folks at the group, Automotive Parts and Service. Flow Dynamics. Sorry, a little sore throat there. So many shopware companies. There's another one, Shop Monkeys. Friends at Dorman.
How's it going?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing well.
And I tell you what, Dorman has really brought up some great training resources for you. In addition to their product line, make sure you get that address there. Check it out. And we have our friends here at Autozone. Owners of Automotive, which is right across the way from them. All that about. And we got to make sure we stop at the folks at Top Don. Probably learn more about all the scan tool and diagnostic equipment they offer. Let's take kind of a quick tool stream down the line here. You can, now this is kind of neat. Serious battery charger there. Just cut the corner the other way. Just gonna scan a lot of good stuff here.
This one,
Keep programming.
anyways.
Let's see. Go see right down there at the bottom. If you want more, www.topdon.us. Learn more about the entire line of their tools. Another great friend of the tech are my friends at AES Wave. They supply or have sub-supplies for all automotive diagnostic, troubleshooting, electrical, you name it. They've got it. And I tell you, the great thing about the folks at... Oh, who is that guy? That looks like what technical editor. Brandon Steckler.
I think that's where
And his new book. Available only at AES Wave. But the great thing about these guys is that they are there for you. Great support. They come up with some very innovative products. You see that in the lower left. Got one of those. The U-Scope is one of theirs. The breakout box, the DLC breakout box there at the bottom. You see.
But it costs more than $40.
The relay activation tools are really good too. The U-Activate. Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
And right next door to them is the Picoscope, folks. If you've watched anything that I've done, then you know I like Picoscope. I've been using Picoscope for a number of years. It's a great tool.
Come in.
Good morning.
Good morning, Pete. Sir, how are you?
Randy, Justin, here at the Pico booth.
Yeah, running a little software today. How are you doing?
Good. Just kind of give our audience kind of a feel for what they're missing.
Oh, they're missing it all right.
And if you're not familiar with it, this is the new Picoscope software, Picoscope 7. And it goes along really well with their newest scope module. That's the 4425A. And you can go to our YouTube channel and find out more about this. But one of the really nice things about it is that you don't have to worry about telling what lead you plug in. It knows. It's got smart leads. So when you plug them in, the scope automatically identifies them for you. And of course, you can see from the board here, if you've used Picoscope before, It's a lot more user-friendly. It's really designed for use for touchscreen tablets. Very intuitive, very easy to use, so you don't have to be an expert to use Pico. It'll help you. It'll help you along the way, and of course their support team is next to none. Right. Thanks, Randy. We'll keep on going around the tool here. And then we have the guys at iScan.
Yes, sir.
Still trying to talk them into doing some videos with us.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that would be a good conversation.
But these are some great scan tools. I know that my friend Troy from Nail Packs' team, very familiar with them. Me, soon to be, hopefully.
That's right.
Yeah, how's it going, guys? Hope you have a good show.
All right.
And of course, let me make sure you get that there at the bottom. Learn more about their products, www.iscantech.com. Right? And let's see, next around the corner. Let's see what else we got. I think that's just about. Okay, we're not going to bother, but we just have to get the shot of the lady who is the heart and soul of Vision, Sherry Hamilton. She is just a work dynamo, making things happen. All right. So there you got it.